Doraemon is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Fujiko Fujio, which later became an anime series and an Asian franchise. The series is about a robotic cat named Doraemon, who travels back in time from the 22nd century to aid a preteen boy called Nobita Nobi. The series first appeared in December 1969, when it was published simultaneously in 6 different magazines. A total of 1,344 stories were created in the original series, which are published by Shogakukan under the Tentamushi manga brand, extending to 45 volumes. The volumes are collected in the Takaoka Central Library in Toyama, Japan, where Fujiko Fujio was born. Turner Broadcasting System bought the rights to the Doraemon anime series in the mid-1980s for a U.S. English-language release, but cancelled it without explanation before broadcasting any episodes. In July 2013 it was announced that the manga would be released digitally in English via the Amazon Kindle ebook service. It is one of the best-selling manga in the world, having sold over 100 million copies. Most of Doraemon episodes are comedies with lessons regarding values such as honesty, perseverance, courage, and respect. Various environmental issues are often visited, including homeless animals, global warming, endangered species, deforestation, and pollution. Miscellaneous educational topics such as dinosaurs, the flat earth theory, wormhole traveling, Gulliver's Travels, and the history of Japan are often covered. Awards for Doraemon include the Japan Cartoonists Association Award for Excellence in 1973, the first Shogakukan Manga Award for Children's Manga in 1982, and the first Osamu Tezuka Culture Award in 1997. In March 2008 Japan's Foreign Ministry appointed Doraemon as the nation's first anime ambassador. Ministry spokesman explained the novel decision as an attempt to help people in other countries understand Japanese anime better and to deepen their interest in Japanese culture. The Foreign Ministry action confirms that Doraemon has come to be considered a Japanese cultural icon. In India, its Hindi translation has been telecasted, where the anime version is the highest-rated kids show. It won the Best Kids Show award at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards India. In 2002 the anime character was acclaimed as an Asian hero in a special feature survey conducted by Time Asia magazine. An edited English dub distributed by TV Asahi aired on Disney XD in the United States starting on July 7, 2014 at 12:30 p.m., 11:30 a.m. Name: the name Doraemon can be translated roughly to stray. Unusually, the name Doraemon is written in a mixture of 2 Japanese scripts, katakana and hiragana. Dora derives from Dora Neko, and is a corruption of Nora. Eman a cubed is a component of male given names like Geeman, though no longer as popular as in the past. Dora is not derived from Dora Ishi 1/4, meaning gong, but due to the homophony, the series puns on this, with Doraemon loving dorayaki. Plot: Doraemon is sent back in time by a young boy named Swashi Nobi to improve the circumstances of his grandfather, Nobita, so that his descendants may enjoy a better future. In the original timeline, Nobita experienced nothing but misery and misfortune manifested in the form of poor grades and bullying throughout his life. This culminates in the burning down of a future business he sets up which leaves his family line beset with financial problems. In order to alter history and better the Nobi family's fortunes, Swashi initially wanted to send a super robot to protect Nobita, but with his meager allowance he could only afford an imperfectly made factory-rejected toy, an anthropomorphic robot cat called Doraemon. Doraemon has a pocket from which he produces gadgets, medicines, and tools from the future. The pocket is called Yojijin Pocket. Some of the gadgets are based on real Japanese household devices with fanciful twists, but most are completely science fiction. Thousands of Dagai have been featured in Doraemon. The number of gadgets has been approximated at 4,500. It is this constant variety which makes Doraemon popular both among children and among adults. In the series, the availability of Dagai sometimes depends on the money Doraemon has available, and he often says some Dagai are expensive in the future. The more famous ones include the bamboo copter, a small head accessory that allows flight. The Anywhere door, a door that opens up to any place the user wishes. And the Time Machine. Some of the recurring Dargai also appear in Fujiko Fujio's other works, including 21 Iman, Kaibatsu-kun, Kaitaritsu Daiyaka, Mikio to Mikio, and Pa-man. Although he can hear perfectly well, Doraemon has no ears. His robotic ears were eaten by some robotic mice, giving him a series-long phobia of the creatures. The only main female character is Shizuka Minamoto, who serves as a friendly and romantic interest for Nobita. Shizuka is intelligent and is Nobita's best and closest friend, and loves him second most. Nobita's tormentors are Takeshi, a consummate bully, and Sunio, who is cunning and arrogant. There are many recurring supporting characters, including Dikisuji, the student who always gets the best grades in Nobita's class. Nobita's parents. Jian's mother. Jian's sister Jaiko. Jian's schoolteacher. Jian's descendants. Mai-chan. And Doraemon's sister Dorami. The stories are formulaic, usually focusing on the everyday struggles of the fifth grader Nobita, the protagonist of the story. In a typical chapter, Nobita comes home crying about a problem he faces in school or in the local neighborhood. After hearing him out, Doraemon often advises him, but that's never enough for Nobita, who consistently looks for the quick, easy way out. Finally, after Nobita's pleading and goading, Doraemon produces a futuristic gadget out of his pocket to help Nobita fix his problem, enact revenge, or flaunt to his friends, especially Shizuka. Unfortunately, when he has the gadget, Nobita usually gets into deeper trouble than before, despite Doraemon's best intentions and warnings. Sometimes Nobita's friends steal Doraemon's gadgets and end up misusing them. By the end of the story, the characters who do wrong are usually grounded. Media. Manga. In December 1969 the Doraemon manga appeared simultaneously in 6 different children's monthly magazines. The magazines were entitled by the year of children's studies, which included Yuuko, Yakuin, and Shigaku Ikeninsei to Shigaku Yonensei. By 1973 the series began to appear in 2 more magazines, Shigaku Goninsei and Shigaku Rokunensei. The stories featured in each of the magazines were different, meaning the author was originally creating more than 6 stories each month. In 1977 Korokoro Comic was launched as a magazine of Doraemon. Original manga based on the Doraemon movies were also released in Korokoro Comic. The stories that are preserved under the Tentamushi brand are the stories found in these magazines. Since the debut of Doraemon in 1969, the stories have been selectively collected into 45 books published from 1974 to 1996, which had a circulation of over 80 million in 1992. In addition, Doraemon has appeared in a variety of manga series by Shagatkan. In 2005 Shagatkan published a series of 5 more manga volumes under the title Doraemon Plus, which were not found in the 45 Tentamushi P volumes. Many other series have since been produced, some not from official supplies. Doraemon was discontinued in 2 media because readers were advancing in grades and an ending was believed to be needed. These 2 are not reprinted. In the March 1971 issue of the magazine Shigaku Nensei, because visitors from the future were causing too much trouble, the government in the 22nd century passed a bill to ban time traveling altogether, meaning Doraemon would have to return to his time era. After explaining this to him, he leaves Nobita. In the March 1972 issue of the magazine Shigaku Nensei, Swashi realizes that Doraemon being in with Nobita would cause him to become overly dependent on Doraemon, so he arranges with Doraemon and has him fake a mechanical problem so that Nobita would let him go. Nobita believes him and promises to wait until Doraemon gets well, and Doraemon confesses about his sickness. Realizing that Nobita was thinking of the same thing and can handle his departure, Doraemon returns to the future. The third ending was actually meant to be the official ending due to low TV ratings and the Fujiko Fujio duo being busy with other works, but Doraemon did not leave their minds and restarted in the next month's issue. In 1981, this episode was made into anime and in 1998 this was released as an anime movie. In the March 1973 issue of the magazine Shigaki 4 Nensei, Nobita again returns home after losing a fight against Jin. Doraemon then explains that he has to return. Nobita tries to have Doraemon stay, but after talking it over with his parents, he accepts Doraemon's departure. They take a last walk in the park. After they split up, Nobita encounters Jin and gets into a fight again. After a long duel with Nobita trying to win at all costs so that Doraemon can leave without worries, Jin gave up because no matter what, Nobita refused to stay down. Doraemon finds Nobita unconscious and takes him home. Sitting beside the sleeping Nobita, Doraemon returns to the future. The story was reprinted in the last chapter of the manga Book 6. When the Fujiko Fujio duo broke up in 1987, the very idea of an official ending to the series was never discussed. Since Fujiko F died in 1996 before any decisions were reached, any endings of Doraemon are fan fiction. However, it is apparent from many episodes and movies where Nobita travels to the future that in the end he does marry Shizuka, leads a happy life, and separates with Doraemon, although Nobita and his friends fondly remember him. English edition. In July 2013, Fujiko Fujio Productions announced that they would be collaborating with the book publisher Voyager Japan and localization company All Japan Company, Limited to release an English-language version of the Doraemon manga in full color digitally via the Amazon Kindle platform in North America. Shogakukan released the first volume in November of 2013. This English version incorporates a variety of changes to character names. Nobita is Nobi, Sunio is Sneech, and Jin is Big G, while Dorayaki is Fuji Pudgy Pie. Anime, television series. After a brief and unpopular animated series in 1973 by Nippon Television, Doraemon remained fairly exclusive in manga from until 1979 when a newly formed animation studio, Shin-Ei Animation, produced an anime series of Doraemon. This series became incredibly popular, and ended with 1,787 episodes on March 25, 2005. Celebrating the anniversary of the franchise, a new Doraemon series began airing on TV Asahi on April 15, 2005 with new voice actors and staff, and updated character designs. On May 12, 2014, TV Asahi Corporation announced an agreement with the Walt Disney Company to bring the 2005 series to the Disney XD television channel in the United States beginning in the summer of that year. The network has aired 4 out of 26 episodes. Besides using the name changes that were used in All Japan's English adaptation of the original manga, other changes and edits have also been made to make the show more relatable to an American audience, such as Japanese text being replaced with English text on certain objects like signs and graded papers, and items such as yen notes being replaced by US dollar bills. Confirmed cast members of the new American adaptation include veteran anime voice actress Mona Marshall in the title role of Doraemon and Johnny Young Bosch as Nobi. The English dub is produced by Bang Zoom. Entertainment. Feature films. In 1980, Toho released the first of a series of annual feature-length animated films based on the lengthy special volumes published annually. Unlike the anime and manga, they are more action-adventure oriented and have more of a shonen demographic, taking the familiar characters of Doraemon and placing them in a variety of exotic and perilous settings. Nobita and his friends have visited the age of the dinosaurs, the far reaches of the galaxy, the heart of darkest Africa, the depths of the ocean, and a world of magic. Some of the films are based on legends such as Atlantis, and on literary works including Journey to the West and Arabian Nights. Some films also have serious themes, especially on environmental topics and the use of technology. Overall, the films have a somewhat darker tone in their stories, unlike the manga and anime. With the 2013 film, Doraemon, Nobita no Himitsu Dagai Museum, Doraemon has surpassed Godzilla in terms of overall ticket sales for a film franchise as Toho's most lucrative movie property. The 33-year series has sold a combined 100 million tickets versus the 50-year Godzilla series, which sold a combined 99 million tickets. Video games. There are a total of 63 Japanese-only video games ranging from platformer games to RPG games, which began with the Emerson's Arcadia 2001 system. Doraemon can also be seen in Namco's popular Taigo no Tatsujin rhythm game series like Taigo no Tatsujin, Mecha, Taigo no Tatsujin DS, Nanatsu no Shima no Daibaken, Taigo no Tatsujin Wii, Taigo no Tatsujin Plus, and Taigo no Tatsujin DS, Doraemon. Yokai Daikessen. The Chinese version of Microsoft's 3D Movie Maker contained a Doraemon-themed expansion pack. Musical, Doraemon the Musical, Nobita and the Animal Planet ½ C Euro, Utaban Doraemon, Nobita to Anima Ruptura Netto, was a 2008 musical based on the 1990 anime film of the same name. It debuted at Tokyo Metropolitan Arts Space on September 4, 2008 running through September 14. Wasabi Mizuta voiced Doraemon. Reception: the manga has sold more than 100 million in Japan. Awards and honors. On April 22, 2002, on the special issue of Asian Hero in Time magazine, Doraemon was selected as one of the 22 Asian heroes. Being the only anime character selected, Doraemon was described as the cuddliest hero in Asia. In 2005, the Taiwan Society of New York selected Doraemon as a culturally significant work of Japanese otaku pop culture in its exhibit Little Boy, The Arts of Japan's Exploding Subculture, curated by renowned artist Takashi Murakami. In 2008, the Japanese Ministry of Foreign Affairs appointed Doraemon as the first anime cultural ambassador. Doraemon was awarded the first Shogakukan Manga Award for children's manga in 1982. In 1997, it was awarded the first Osamu Tezuka Culture Award. A Fujiko Fujio Museum opened in Kawasaki on September 3, 2011, featuring Doraemon as the star of the museum. On September 3, 2012, Doraemon was granted official residence in the city of Kawasaki, 100 years before he was born. Part of Japanese society, Doraemon is a term of common knowledge in Japan. Newspapers also regularly make references to Doraemon and his pocket as something with the ability to satisfy all wishes. Other characters in the series are also referenced frequently on TV shows if their cast resembles them. Doraemon is a cultural phenomenon in Japan and can be seen in many places. For example, Doraemon is used as a promotional character by Art Hikoshi Center, by a moving company, and by Coco's, a restaurant chain. Doraemon also appears in appeals for charity, the Doraemon Fund. Doraemon toys and novelties are also often found in Japan, with literally thousands of items for sale. Doraemon, Nobita, and the other characters also appear in various educational manga. Doraemon is also mentioned in several anime and manga by other manga artists. Doraemon is referenced in the Blue Man Group show currently running in Tokyo. The Blue Men play a short snippet of the show's theme song, and one dons Doraemon's beanie. The Japanese-American guitar company, ESP Guitars, makes a Doraemon-shaped guitar. Momot. Lollipop referenced Doraemon in a chapter about a bathhouse. The music video for the single From a Distance off of the Bicycles and Tricycles album by British electronic music group, The Orb relies on Doraemon. Sumo wrestler Takamisuji was nicknamed Doraemon, because of his strong resemblance to the character. The video game series Danganronpa features a character named Minobe whose voice actor provides voices for the Doraemon series too. As a result, there are several references to the character within the game. Most notably, in Super Danganronpa 2, the main antagonist has an alternate personality that changes from the game's art style to mimic Doraemon's. In late 2011, Shogakukan and Toyota joined forces to create a series of live-action commercials as part of Toyota's Reborn ad campaign. The commercials depict the characters nearly 20 years older. Hollywood actor Jean Reno plays Doraemon. Legacy. As one of the oldest, continuously running icons, Doraemon is a recognizable character in this contemporary generation. Nobita, the show's protagonist, is a break from other characters typically portrayed as special or extraordinary, and this portrayal has been seen as reasons of its appeal as well as the contrary, especially in the United States. Doraemon has also become a very widely recognized icon of anime and its associated culture, and hence of Japan in the Indian subcontinent since the animated series started airing in the area in the past decade. Stephen Chow cited Doraemon as an influence in a DVD featurette for his film CJ7. See also, List of non-Japanese Doraemon versions, List of Doraemon media, Kaitaritsu Daiyaka, a similar manga by Fujiko Fujio, Dorabus, a spin-off about robot cats who play on a baseball team. Nintama Runtara Small Wonder, Futurama, references. External links, Doraemon official website, Doraemon Games official website, Doraemon Movie official website, Doraemon official TV Asahi website, Doraemon official US website, Doraemon features for adults, Doraemon Secret Dargai list, a comprehensive list of Dargai featured in Doraemon, Doraemon English comics from Sugarcane. Complete set, Doraemon El País Puerto Rico, Doraemon at Anime News Network's Encyclopedia.